Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So Sophia then lost all reality. She not thinking. She not talking. She basically then lost her mind. Basically sit up there staring at a wall. Don't know what's going on. Her mama confused and lost in the dark. Don't know her daughter was sexual active. She didn't know all the schemes and scams her daughter was running. She didn't know her daughter was doing all this, that, and other and the third. But you going around blaming everybody else for your daughter. Now, Amy, I'm going to need for you to step off that high porch you think you on right now and come back down to reality. Your daughter caused a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people that didn't ask for it, didn't deserve that trouble, but she decided to give it to them anyway. Like Johnny and Chanel, for instance. All because somebody decided to back out of an adoption because they wasn't ready. So Phil decided she want to make Johnny and Chanel pay for that. And you see how they adoption up in limbo. They don't even much know if they can adopt the puppy at this much. But yet it's Johnny and Chanel's fault in your eyes. Well, let's go back to the root of the problem, Amy. If your daughter wasn't doing what she was doing, she wouldn't have no baby to be given up for adoption. And nobody wouldn't have to worry about, backing out of no adoption, saying they wasn't ready to be a dad or none of that. It's just like everybody telling you what your daughter did. You don't care. You don't want to hear that. You only care that they did your daughter wrong and running around here slapping people like you got the right to put your hands on anybody. Now, Amy, you need to step off that hot porch you on and come on back down to reality, because last time I checked, Holly didn't ask for what she did to Holly. Johnny and Chanel didn't ask for what she did to them. Tate didn't ask for what she did to him. Had that boy thinking that he was the father this whole entire time. Come to find out, doing a little sneaky DNA test, confirmed and told on her. And now the father is somebody else that she had sex with. It's just like, Amy, that's the problem right there. You excusing your daughter problems and trying to throw them off as somebody else's problem. Like Chanel, Johnny, Holly, Tate, Aaron, Leo, and Harvey. Ain't nobody else to be involved in your daughter roller hurricane. They all got sucked in. You got Harvey and Leo over here raising a child that she should be raising. You got Johnny and Chanel over here suffering because she think that she owed them revenge or owed them payback because they backed out of adoption. We got Holly over here getting pictures taken of her while she drunk and passed out, sending them to a married man, trying to get that man in trouble, then blowed up that man's whole adoption plans and don't know if they can ever, like I said, they don't know if they can adopt the puppy at this much. But let's go ahead and carry on like your daughter ain't do nothing wrong in this situation. It's funny how it's everybody's fault besides your daughter's fault, and you running around here telling people off around here slapping people like you got the right to put your hands on anybody. Maybe you would have did that to your daughter and disciplined her. Maybe she wouldn't be doing half of these schemes she ran around here did the whole summer, the whole spring and summer. And last year too on top of it. But let's forget about what your daughter did and let's blame everybody else besides your daughter. Now your daughter then lost her mind, sit up there with a blank stare in her eyes. And well, we know she can move. We know she got motor, what they call them? Well, we know she can move or whatever. She just choose not to move. We don't know if she can blank it. If she can move her arms, she probably can blank too. I guess she gonna sit there and stare at the wall and try to play this out for however long she gonna play this out, thinking that this gonna help her or gonna make this secret disappear. And Chanel and Johnny, at this point, you know the girl don't like you. You know the girl disdain you. You know the girl don't want you adopting her son. Please adopt somebody else's child at this point. I wouldn't go through all this just to have a child. I'm sorry. Y'all already know how she felt about y'all. She don't want y'all to have her child. Even though she don't have a right, her nor her mama have a right to say. They gonna try to find a way to make them say that over their dead body she gonna get that child. So the best thing y'all can do, Johnny and Chanel, if y'all get clearance to adopt the child, go adopt somebody else's child at this point, because get out of that woman hurricane and get out of that woman orbit at this point. You need to get out that storm and move on at this point, because she done made it clear and her mama done made it clear they don't want you nowhere near that baby. And I never understood y'all obsession over baby Tesoro anyway. I understand y'all want him because he adopted or whatever, and that might be easier for y'all to get him since you know he's on the table of being adopted. But if it was me, I'd find somebody else child. Like, that ain't even much worth it at this point. It's really not. Not to deal with the pain and suffering and deal with Sophia. Next thing y'all know, y'all adopt the child and she come right back after y'all again. Or she come back after y'all again because y'all got her child. So at this point, just adopt another child. It's not worth it. Really, it's not. Then we got Theo moving into his position. And we got Abe and Paulina over here clashing. Paulina congratulating Theo. Abe, not so much. He really not feeling the whole Theo working for the mirror. You know, he against anything the mirror, and I don't blame him after the hell he put him and Lexi through. I wouldn't blame him neither. So, you know, he on the I hate the mirrors. And I don't want nobody working with them, especially my child. I'm with him on that. All the hell they didn't put poor Lexi through, and Abe, all that pain and suffering they put you through, I can agree with you, but you know your disagreeing can only go so far, Abe. He a grown man. He a smart, intelligent man. You saying no and Paulina basically congratulating him, that's only gonna get you so far. So I advise you to get on the train and, you know, forgive your wife for, you know, at least congratulating Theo, because being married at her for, you know, giving him props and taking. Abe, just get over it at this point. It ain't worth losing your marriage or, you know, going to bed angry over something in the mirror business. Your son grown. He intelligent enough. He can handle the mirrors. It's JJ you got to really worry about. But yeah, he grown and you can't really tell that man what he can and can't do no more. So you might as well just go ahead and kiss and make up with Pauline and go ahead and move on, because it ain't gonna do you no good to be mad and upset at your wife over some BS that your grown son wanna do and you can't stop him. And furthermore, Abe, life too short. So if I was you, go ahead and forgive your wife and kiss and make up, because it's not worth it at this point. Then we go over to Sarah and Xander. That's what I want to talk about. I knew this secret was gonna come out. I just didn't know how juicy it was gonna be when it came out. So the secret was here and it was protected. Wasn't nobody gonna say a word. I guess Maggie decided out of one day, let's play petty messy. Cause Maggie was being messy bringing that up, and you know she said she know it, but she had a gut feeling about it, but you was lying to her. I guess Maggie, being messy like she normally is most of the time, decided to probe Xander about this beating Philip up again. And then as she probing him, as he denying, Sarah walks in and joined the conversation and said, why would my mother be bringing this up again? Tell me the truth, Xander. Did you really beat this man up and almost killed him? Xander says, no, I can't say that. Basically, you can't much look me in the eyes. So he basically told on himself all the way through it. He couldn't say no. He couldn't look her in the eyes. So basically she got her answer. I don't know why she sat there and kept on pushing and pushing. When they can't stare you in your eyes and they can't say no, you got your answer. But he basically told her, yes, I attacked him. All that hard work they had and all this getting back together, reworking their marriage, going to counseling and all that is down, well, I ain't gonna say it's down the drains. I ain't gonna even say that at all, because Sarah is also one of those people that be mad at you one minute. When they calm down and relax, they'll be back with you and lovey-dovey all over again. Just like you forgave him over the other BS, you'll forgive him this time. And this wasn't really indirectly affecting your life in no way, shape, or form. You lied. You protected that lie with Philip fraud. The man found out about it, beat Philip up. So, and while you mad at him, you need to be kicking yourself in the foot for carrying this fraud for Philip all over again. So while you mad at him, you need to be looking at yourself in the mirror, talking about saying you can never forgive him. I can never forgive a soulless person. Well, Sarah, and Xander is so soulless, and Xander is all this you say he is, wasn't your lie covering up Philip fraud the reason that all this happened in the first place? You forgave him. You moved on from all that. He kept this lie on the rails. Messy Maggot came out and brought it back all over again. You happen to walk in at the right time to hear this conversation going. Now you're mad and now you're pissed at him. You'll be back with him again. Give you about a week or a few days. You'll be back all lovey-dovey all over again. Sarah, I'm not falling for it. I am not falling for it. And give you a few days, you'll be back in it again. Now we going out to Anastasia Sands, aka Steph. So Steph think it was the ex-boyfriend, the abusive ex-boyfriend over him. No, it wasn't him. Remember the person that you made a deal with that if you scratch his back, he'll scratch your back? Yeah, it was that person. I don't know why would you jump to him. If anybody you should have jumped to first, it should have been Philip. I'm not understanding how you went straight to your abusive ex over anybody else that's in town. You went straight to him and accused him. Besides looking at Philip or EJ, I don't know why would you go to them. I don't know why would you go that direction first. Yeah, you know Philip can't hold water and won't hold water. So I'm a little confused on why your first thought came to mind was, it's him. It got to be him, my abusive ex-husband. This man just came in town. Yes, he busted you about being Anastasia Sands because of that first class or top flight or whatever they call when you have sex in the bathroom in the airplane. Yeah, he might have called you out for that. Mile High Club. Why would you accuse him first of all people first? There's EJ, there's Philip, and then there's abusive ex. Not only that, you got you got Steve, you got Kayla. Like, your secret was already out, and many people already knew. Why of all people would you go to him first? I was a little lost and confused on why would you go to him first and say, oh, it got to be him. And you know how Philip is. You think Philip will hold your... Lord, you give Philip a lot of faith. He would have been my first option. Him and the abusive man would have been last. It would have been him. No, it would have been EJ, then him. Now, them two got valuable reasons why they should expose you. EJ will throw anybody under the bus to protect his own hide. Now, why you didn't think EJ or Phillip? You lost me with that logic, but I'm gonna let you have that one, I guess. I don't know why you went straight to homeboy, but okay, you went straight to him. Cat and Chad on the outs. Basically, Mark is out. He free, finally free. Chad ends up running into them. He walks away and turns the other direction, but catches her later on alone and asks her, how you doing? Are you alright or whatever? They talked or whatever, saying she fine or whatever. She's good. Then we got Mark over here goes to EJ for a job. Even though he lost his license, he still can do some stuff medical, I think. Not sure. That's probably why he went to EJ. He could do some stuff medical. EJ where EJ basically gave him EJ basically asking him, what the hell you doing here? Why would I hire you? Then I think he ended up hiring him or wanting to hire him anyways. Cause EJ can always use, a goon somewhere. So I'm pretty sure EJ gonna hire him to do some illegal work. That's EJ MO. He already know he need a job. He needy. EJ end up having him doing something illegal. Just like he got that illegal name, that illegal free clinic that he finna be using as a front for whatever he could have running through it. That free clinic for whatever illegal activities he finna have running through it. So I'm pretty sure he gonna have Aunt Mark doing something. That's about all that happened this week. Alex will confront that boy again. Spoiler. Jennifer Fiddle do something with Chad Tuesday. I can't wait to see that. It better not be another cat monologue again, because I can't. Anyway, so that's basically all that happened this week. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.